Good morning, fellow YouTubers, and welcome to another grand and glorious episode of Arizona Podcast, starring your host, Mr. Arizona. It is now 8:10 a.m. on October 4th, 2023. Now, there are some things that I have to get off my chest once again. For one thing, and I want people to get this clear, what I'm about to say. I'm not a part of the drama community anymore. I don't participate in that bullshit. I don't care about it. It's not a part of my channel. It's not a part of my life anymore. I have disconnected myself from it. And as for the people that come into this chat to support me and to support others, I cannot control where they go. I cannot control where they go. I cannot control who they associate with. I cannot control who they hang with. I cannot control who they choose to be as individuals. I can only control myself and my actions and what I do. I cannot control the actions of somebody else. We're all grown adults on this platform. We are responsible and held accountable for what we say and what we do on here. We are all held accountable in some form or another. Some of us realize it, some of us don't. Some of us admit it, some of us don't. But regardless of how you slice it, we all feel the pinch of accountability. Regardless of what it is, we all feel it and we all experience it. Whether you get called out for it, because sometimes when you're doing something wrong, you know, the first person to call you out, the first person to notice that you're doing something wrong or that you're doing something that you're not supposed to do, the first person to figure that kind of thing out is you. And if you could say, look at yourself in the mirror and say, look, I do no wrong, I'm innocent, and all this, then you're not only lying to other people, but you're lying to yourself as well. Because at the end of the day, all of us are guilty of saying or doing something that is not supposed to be done. I mean, humans make mistakes constantly. That's what makes them unique individuals. That's what makes them unique as human beings. We all make them, regardless of who we are or or where we're from, or even who we, it doesn't matter. Hang on for 1 second. Because as I stated, at the end of the day, we are all held accountable by what we say and do on here. It doesn't matter how you slice it. It doesn't matter what you say or whatever. You can try and gloss over the fact like, well, I've done no wrong. I've done no wrong and this and that. Well, then you would be lying not only to yourself, but you would be lying to your fellow peers and everyone else that actually wants to be associated with you, desires to be associated with you, and all of that other stuff. You'd be lying to yourself and the rest of the world. You know, everybody is accountable for something. Everybody is responsible for something. You know, being in an online situation like this is a very, very touchy subject sometimes. Because a lot of the times, come on, Hubu, Aurora, come on. Because a lot of the times, I would say about, just to be fair, 50% of the time that you start talking or start opening your mouth online, 50% of the time you're going to say something or do something that's going to upset somebody, that's going to offend somebody, that's going to rub somebody the wrong way. You know, each and every individual on this earth is different. Each and every individual thinks and feels differently. None of us think and feel the same way. We don't. And so, therefore, our interpretation, our version, our thought process, everything is different. I can no more change the thought process or change anything about a person any more than they could do it to me, because no one could change me but me. No one can change you but you. No one could decide what you want to do with your life but you. No one else could do that. No one else could control you. No one else could manipulate you. No one else could do that. No. It's like deciding to, I'm just going to put that out there, deciding to do a drug. You know, nobody puts a gun to your head and says, here, try this. Here, do this. No, you make a conscious decision on your own to do it or not to do it, to say it or not to say it. We all have the right to make one thing and one thing only, which is decisions, conscious decisions. And people could say, oh, well, they were influenced by this, they were influenced by that, they were manipulated by this, they were manipulated by that. Well, you know, here's what I say about all that, is that it's those people that say, oh, this person's being manipulated, this person's being manipulated. Maybe they're trying to deflect the fact because they're being manipulated themselves. Therefore, they want to put the spotlight on somebody else, saying, no, He's being manipulated. He's being manipulated. Because you don't want to admit that you could be the one being manipulated, that you could be the one being controlled, that you could be the one being told what to do. Because why? Because you are allowing that type of thing to happen. So you could only be controlled by other people unless you allow it, unless you let it happen. Which I don't. Do you see anybody, like for instance, like right now, I just went live. Do you really think that if anybody was controlling me or anybody was telling me what to do you really think I'd be going live randomly like this? Nope. I'd have to ask for permission first. I'd be like, can I go live? And they'd be like, no, I'm not up yet. Or no, I'm too tired. Or no, I don't feel like it. Many, many external factors. But like I said, if we were all being controlled and being manipulated into doing things that we didn't want to do, the whole entire internet would be a boring fucking place. Because think about this. If all of us at the same time got manipulated by somebody, that means that individual would be forcing their ideals, forcing their mindset, basically forcing you to be an exact carbon copy of them. That means you would be their puppet. You would be their mouthpiece. You would be their thought process. That means when they decide to go live, all they have to do is have you go live, go on your channel, and talk for them. And they would have a written script and everything that you need to say. And all I can say is this: in all my years of being on YouTube, I have never, ever been controlled. I have never been manipulated. I have never, ever been told what to do. The only things that have happened from this point on, the only reason why they have happened is because I personally, willingly have allowed it to happen. Okay? It's not because anybody's controlling me, manipulating me, blah, 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 blah. No, I made a conscious decision to allow said action to happen. But like I said, nobody controls me. Nobody manipulates me. You know, I control and manipulate one person, and that's me. And there's only one person that could tell me what to do at all. And that's God. And God never tells me what to do either. He gives me advice. He doesn't tell me what to do. He gives me advice. You know, this is what a lot of people don't understand. You know, I'm standing firm here by myself. Now, whatever comes in my channel, whatever shows up in my channel, whatever presents itself in my channel, whatever goes on inside my channel, that's my responsibility. And I take it fully. And I do admit that sometimes things get out of hand here. Sometimes things get a little bit out of control, but it's nothing serious. You know, it's nothing so horrible that, you know, it's going to be the end of the world. Like, oh my God, this went on in AZ's chat. Oh my God, this went on in AZ's chat. Oh my God, this went on in AZ's panel. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know, I don't sink down to those levels because I don't allow it to go that far. I don't. And anybody who knows me on this platform would 100% agree with what I'm saying right now. Nobody controls me and I don't control them. Okay? I give them the freedom to speak what they want and to say what's on their mind. Why do I do that? Because they do the same thing for me. Whenever I go up on their panels, whenever I have something to say, they allow me the opportunity to say it. But at the same time, I show them the same amount of respect as they show me. I even try and control my cussing on there, which is a rarity, because I try and be respectful on other people's panels. Because I was taught that it's like visiting someone's house. When you're in somebody else's house, there's a certain etiquette. There's certain things you do and don't do. You know, you remember your manners. Remember your manners. Be respectful. And, you know, don't do anything that you wouldn't do on your panel or on your channel. And because of me showing that respect, the people that go on my panel, the people that go on my channel, everyone, they show me the same mutual respect as well. They keep it simple, they keep it clean, and they keep it respectful to me. And that's what I like. That's what I choose to let inside my chat. That's what I choose to let inside my panel. is people, regardless of what circles they what pools they swim in, regardless of where they go or who they associate with, okay? Regardless of any of that, they still respect me as a person, respect me as a human being. And I respect them back because they give me the same amount of respect I give them. That's why I love this community that I'm building. That's why I love this type of community. This community is going to be the best community there ever was. Because why? Because this community is going to be great. Because there are certain things that I will allow, and there's certain things that I will not allow. I don't allow talking of family members. I don't allow talking of children. I don't allow doxing people's names and all that. I don't allow any of that. And for those of you that enjoy doing that, you could do it all you want outside of my chat and outside of my panel. But just don't do it in there. When you come in my chat, be respectful. When you come up on my panel, be respectful. That's all. That's all I ask. That's all I require. Don't just use my platform to attack everybody else. Don't just sit there and hide in my channel so that you can attack other people in it. It's like, no, you don't do that. It's just like I said, when you come into somebody's channel, it's just like going into somebody's house. Anyway, but like I said, being respectful in somebody's chat and in somebody's channel is exactly like going into their house. You wipe your feet before you come in, and you be respectful, saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, or yes, sir, no, sir, please, and thank you. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's simple etiquette. And like I said, for people that, and if you noticed that I don't have much of a tolerance for people that like to stir up crap or do that. I don't have much of a tolerance for that. I don't. And people understand that and they respect me for that. Yeah, yes. I'm as clean as the driven snow. There you go. That's been freshly pissed on. And I'm not no goddamn saint. I never claimed to be. Yeah, of course. I do talk a little shit. Of course, I do like stirring the pot every now and then. But I don't go to the, should I say, existential levels like people like to do. I don't. There's a limit to how far I go. And I only go as so far as just talking trash. That's it. Yes. One day, I did get mad at a certain individual. And yes, I threatened to, what was it? Rip his head off, crap down his throat, and all that. But yes, I was pissed, but also I was using that quote from the Angry Grandpa show because when I was pissed, I couldn't think of anything else to say. So I just picked up the first thing that came to my mind. And yeah, I was mad. I was mad that day. I was really, really upset that day. Because of somebody coming up on the panel and starting to attack my family. That's why I don't go attacking people's family. Other people do, but I don't. But that doesn't make me just as guilty. No, it isn't. What other people do is not my responsibility unless they do it here, unless they do it in my chat, unless they do it on my panel, then it's my responsibility. But if they do it in other places, that I have no control over. Because I am not their dad. I'm not their mother. I'm not their, I'm not basically, I'm not fucking them. I'm not financing them. And I'm not feeding them. So I have no say so in what they say or what they do on a public platform unless they do it here inside my chat and inside my panel. Then that's my responsibility. As a channel owner, that is my responsibility. Okay? That is my responsibility. That's full responsibility. And I've always said I always take on full responsibility for anything and everything that happens on my channel, on my chat, and on my panel. Because it is my responsibility as a channel owner to do so. And I have to be responsible for the conduct that goes on in my chats and on my panels. That's my responsibility. And if it gets out of control, if it gets out of hand, well, once again, the onus is on me. It's not on anybody else. That falls upon me because I'm the one that created this channel. I'm the one that made this channel. So it's my sole responsibility to maintain the peace on it, so to speak. But that's it. That's as far as it goes. Now, anywhere else where people go, anything else where people say it, I can't control that. That's not my job. That's not my responsibility. Because once again, we are all adults here on this platform. We're grown-ass men and grown-ass women on this platform. And we could no more control what we say and what we do on here than anyone else. What we say and do on here is our sole responsibility as individuals. You know, no one else could tell me what to do. No one else can tell me what to say. You know, like I said, if I truly had somebody manipulating me, somebody telling me what to do, somebody, you know, pulling all the strings, do you really think I'd be going live right now? Nope. Simply put, they would be like, nope, I don't want you going live today because you don't have my permission. Or like this. Here's another thing. This stream is not going well the way I want it, so you have to shut it down. How about like that? Doesn't that sound silly? It's like next thing you know, they get into controlling you in your personal life. Oh, you can't be with this person because I didn't approve of it. Oh, you can't walk that way because I didn't say you could. You can't talk because I didn't give you permission to. I mean, is that what it boils down to? Is that what it's coming to terms with now? Is that what it is? I mean, people are accusing other people of being manipulated when they themselves are probably being manipulated by something else or someone else. They just don't realize it. Me, I broke the fucking chains. I broke the chains. I got away from the drama community. I got away from all that bullshit, all that crap, all that garbage. And I'm on my fucking own. And guess what? This channel is doing very, very good. I'm proud of the way this channel is going. I'm proud of the way this channel is turning out. Because I'm slowly but surely building up my own community. And I am very, very proud of myself. Because the best part about it is, the more people that I get here in this community, the more people I know that I can reach out to, that I can help, that I can bring them up, that I could tell that, you know, it's okay to be not okay. It's okay to be deficient in something. It's okay to be defective in something. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be the beautiful person that you are. It's okay to be you. Like I said, be proud of who you are. And don't let anybody tell you any different. If you really want to make a change in your life, in yourself, do it because you decide to do it, not because someone else tells you to do it or someone else orders you to do it. Do it for you. Follow your heart and follow what you think is best for you. Because I've said this before, and I'll say it again. 15,000. I'll say it 1,000 times, and I'll say it 1,000 times more. That you are the master of your own ship. You are the controller of your own life. Nobody else can control you. Nobody else can tell you what to do or how to do it. Nobody else can manipulate you, anything like that. The only person that is responsible for you is you. You have the right to be you, to be yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Because at the end of the day, why should you care about other people's opinions? Why should you care about what other people think about you? Why should you care about what other people say about you? Because you know what? Here's what it is. When you have confidence in your heart and confidence in yourself and confidence in your ability to do what you truly want to do, no comment and no other people feeling and all that bullshit, that goes right out the window. Because once again, who you are isn't based off of opinions, isn't based off of thought process, isn't based off of thinking ability. Who you are is based off of you and how you feel about yourself and how you feel. Are you, in other words, self-confidence. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in you. Be confident in who you are as a true person in life. Don't worry about what other people are thinking and doing and saying. You know what? I say fuck them. Fuck them. Who cares about what other people say? Who cares about what other people think? Worry about what you think and how you feel about you. Don't worry about everybody else. If they're true friends and true people to you, they will be supporters of you and they will be with you no matter what. Through the whole ride, they will be there with you and they will be there for you. You know, all my life, ever since I've been on YouTube, I've always been trying to be basically something that I'm not. And now I'm finally being me. I'm finally being who I am. I'm finally being who I choose to be in my heart. And guess what? It makes me feel 100% better. Because each time I come on here, I don't feel intimidated. I don't feel scared to talk about my feelings. I don't feel afraid anymore. Because the more I talk on here, the more I open up, the more that fear just dissolves away. And that to me is the greatest feeling that I've ever felt in a long time. Because not only is it helping me on here, but it's helping me in my real life as well. It's helping me to get stronger. It's helping me to get more mentally fit, if you would. Because you see, I used to let negative comments really get to me. I used to let them hurt me really, really bad. I used to get really upset with them. But guess what? I'm not that type of a person anymore. Yeah, little shit does still piss me off. But I'm only human with that. Hang on just 1 second. I not only use YouTube as a source of entertainment, okay? I not only use YouTube as a source of entertainment, but I also utilize this channel as a healing tool for me. And hopefully, maybe people could see and understand what I'm struggling with and what I'm going through. And a lot of people can relate because they could be going through the same thing at the same time, just a different version of it. And that's the greatest feeling in the world. Can you imagine being on a public platform and being able to speak your mind and speak how you feel? Like I said, if more and more people were to really open up and do that, can you imagine how much of a better place we would all have? Because we wouldn't have to yell and scream and hoot and holler at one another. We wouldn't have to call each other nasty, foul names because it wouldn't be necessary. Because we would already have all of our feelings and all of our things out into the open and not pent up inside of ourselves. Because that's a problem. That's a lot what a lot of people do on here. They pin it up, pin it up, pin it up, pin it up, pin it up until finally they just blow out of the middle of nowhere. People always said, well, you're too soft for the drama community. You're too soft. Maybe I am because I've got a big heart. But guess what? I'm not really a part of the drama community because I'm in my own community. I'm doing my own thing. I speak my own mind. Yeah, I go into other people's chats every now and then, because I show them support. I show them love like they showed me support and love. Because, they're just as a part of my channel and a part of my life as I am a part of theirs. I love them all to pieces, and I'm very, very grateful for everyone that's become a part of this channel and a part of my life. I'm very blessed. And yeah, I did get a little bit worked up yesterday. But it's because I was so happy, I was so grateful, I was blessed. And I thank God every single day for the people that I have in my life that have really, really helped me out a lot. And they know who they are. And I appreciate every single person here for being a part of my channel and for helping it grow and for helping me to reach out to more people and to let them know that, hey, you're not alone, that you're not suffering in the dark, that you have a place that you could feel accepted, that you could feel comfortable in, that you won't get harassed, that you won't get trolled, that you won't get fucked with over here. Because I'll make sure that's not going to happen like that. Because I don't believe in that bullshit. I don't like seeing that happen because it's happened to me way too many times. I would go into chats and then the trolls would follow me in there and then I'd get trolled and rolled and fucked with. And all people would do is just poke and fun and laugh. So anyway, I'm about ready to head out once again. I wanted to say that I love all of you guys very, very much. I hope you guys have a blessed day, morning, afternoon, whatever the case may be. Just remember this, no matter what happens on YouTube or anywhere else, my love for all of you will never die out. It will always be here. Even if you guys hate my guts, I will never, ever hate any of you, ever. Because you guys are all my brothers and sisters, and you guys are all important to me. You guys take care. Much love and have a blessed day. Peace.